Good evening, Prime Minister. Welcome to British Columbia and for the very first time on the airwaves of Connect FM 91.5.
Well, listen, it's a real pleasure to be back home in British Columbia, but it's also a real pleasure to be with you tonight, Vasu, on Connect FM.
So almost $1 billion for yet another battery manufacturing project, now this time in British Columbia, 350 new jobs. Prime Minister, tell us more about this, and when is this factory expected to start production?
Well, listen, this has been a factory that's been in the Lower Mainland, or a company that's been in the Lower Mainland, leading on battery innovation for over 40 years now. And the $1 billion investment that they're making with support from the federal government and the government of BC is all about locking in jobs and economic growth and opportunity in the new economy for decades to come. This is the kind of investment making some of the best batteries in the world that is going to drive the future of our economy and our communities. So I'm so excited about it, and it's a reflection of both the strength of innovation and hard work of people here in BC, but also the supply chains that we've built up, from critical minerals to innovative trade technologies to leadership on clean energy and the kinds of things that companies around the world look for. We've talked about climate change as being a challenge for 8 years, but now people are really seeing the opportunity for good jobs and careers, the opportunity for economic growth, and the opportunity for Canadians to lead in the net zero future.
Mm-hmm. Prime Minister, now providing funding to a Taiwanese-owned company just before heading to the APEC summit, where the Chinese president is also expected to be present. Now, today's announcement, is this also a statement?
No, it's a reflection that Canada has an awful lot to offer to the world, and countries around the world are seeing that. The interest by international companies, whether it be Volkswagen from Germany making investments, whether it be a Taiwanese company making investments in batteries here, whether it be international mining conglomerates investing in Canada. People are looking at Canada because we are cleaner, we are more reliable, we'll never use our economic trade deals as a way of leveraging political influence around the world, certainly not the way some countries like China have. Mm-hmm. People know that we're the good guys out there, and it's a strong signal that Canada is playing in a very big and very positive way on the world stage. That's an investment in Canadians, in our future, in our jobs, in opportunities in our communities.
Now, Prime Minister, you talked about climate change. You've been very clear that there will be no more further carbon tax carve-outs. Now, exactly a week from now, your government will be presenting the fall economic statement. Can Canadians expect any big relief on the affordability front in that document?
Well, a big part of what we're working on is making sure that those people who are still relying on home heating oil right across the country, which is dirtier and expensive, are going to be able to switch towards heat pumps more affordably. That is one of the big things that we've been focused on these past weeks. Now, the Conservatives are framing this as an affordability issue, and I agree, it is an affordability issue because home heating oil is not affordable. It's subject to the international volatility of prices, and there's about 85,000 British Columbian homes that still rely on home heating oil. They can save thousands of dollars if they switch to an electric heat pump, thousands of dollars a year. And we are working with the government of British Columbia and others to make sure that those are affordable. So that's about affordability. It's about protecting the future and saving people money now.
Now, Prime Minister, I also want to talk about immigration with you. Now, there is a lot of chat these days about the immigration targets, about the number of new immigrants coming in. Do you also think we should focus more on the quality of immigration as well, about the quality of immigrants coming in? Do you think the loopholes that very clearly exist in our immigration system, for example, the clear misuse of LMIA, do you think these loopholes are being adequately addressed by the government?
I think one of the most important things about our immigration system is that Canadians can have confidence in it. When countries around the world are turning away from immigration, Canadians of all different backgrounds still remain positive towards immigration because they know it contributes to growth, it contributes to jobs, it creates a better country. We just have to make sure we're protecting that confidence people have. So that means, yes, we're going to need to make sure that we're doing it properly, that we're creating strong processes, that we're reasonable and ambitious in our targets at the same time, and also that we're addressing some of the challenges around housing and services that immigration can be a solution for and not just a contributor to the problems. So, yes, we're going to continue to defend immigration, and we're going to continue to improve the system to make sure that it's working for everyone.
Now, about the diplomatic tension with India. Canada and our allies, they have been consistently asking India to cooperate with the investigation into the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Have you received any signs of cooperation from India till now?
We remain hopeful that India is going to take this seriously and not continue to, basically just attack us every time that we share our very, very real concerns with them. But the larger situation is one of almost principle and values for me. People come not just from India, from all around the world to live in Canada because they share the values, they want protection and safety and be able to build opportunity for themselves. And some countries around the world don't want to offer those to their citizens. Canada offers that. And for me, being able to stand up and protect Canadians, regardless of where they come from, to be able to succeed, to be able to express their political views as every Canadian can, to be able to feel safe from foreign interference is really, really important to me. And that's why we're standing up to protect Canadians of all origins, and we're going to continue to stand strong for our values and for the laws and the sovereignty that keeps Canadians safe, all Canadians.
Prime Minister, thank you so much for your time this evening. We look forward to an opportunity in the near future wherein we can sit face to face in our studios and talk a little more in depth about the aspirations and the anxieties of our listeners. Thank you very much.
I would very much look forward to it, and because my focus is on solving those anxieties. There are other people out there trying to make people more anxious. I'm looking to try and build solutions. That's always harder, but it's something that always matters to Canadians, all Canadians. So I look forward to our next conversation, Basu.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. We wish you all the very best.
You too. Take care.